It is not a knife. It's not a flashlight, and it's not even a multi-tool, but it's saved me more than anything that I carry. Hey, what's up, guys? This is not another EDC podcast, the show where everyday carry meets everyday life. I'm Mikey Messina, and I am a husband, father, EDC content creator, and gear enthusiast. Let's talk about the real number one item in EDC. Situational awareness and mindset. Being a father and being out with my family in this crazy world has taught me that situational awareness and quick critical thinking skills in the moment when they truly matter most is the epitome of EDC. Here's an example. I was out at the beachfront the other day with my family, and my daughter was riding her scooter, and from a distance I can tell that there was this homeless guy that was just acting very irrational. He was yelling a bunch of things out, wasn't in his right mind, you can just tell. And the trajectory of where we were going, we were on the path to essentially meet with this guy. So I immediately stopped everybody, including my daughter. She was a little ahead of us. Told her to stop, turn around, and we ended up going the other way. This was good because that homeless guy ended up getting on that same path, and we would have essentially ran into him or passed him, and I just wanted to avoid that all in all. Here's another example. I got out of work the other day. I got on the freeway, and I noticed that right when I got onto the freeway, 2 lanes over to my left where the fast lanes were, there was a car that was just swerving. Eventually, this car ended up swerving into my lane where I was quick to move over, and then that car ended up hitting the car that was in front of me. And when I looked over as I was passing, this person was on their phone. Of course. I watched a lot of preparedness videos and EDC videos, and one person I tend to watch quite often is a guy named Mike Glover, retired military special operations guy, and he wrote a book on preparedness. And one of the things that he also just talks about on his podcast and his videos is getting off the X. You guys might hear this term when it comes to everyday carry or EDC in general, but it's the term used to identify the X. The X is where bad things happen, where you don't want to be, where you identify from afar and you avoid. Sometimes, and unfortunately, people find themselves in the X because of some unfortunate thing that happens, a shooting or whatever it is, and now you're in the X. And the most important thing about that is getting off of it safely, quickly, swiftly, and ensuring that you are out of harm's way. There's one thing that I know for sure is that criminals prey on the weak, the distracted, the vulnerable, the people who aren't paying attention or even expect danger the least. That's why situational awareness and your mindset is always going to trump any form of gear. And in all reality, gear only works if you notice the problem or you identify the problem before it actually happens. Now, granted, you are going to find yourself in a situation where the problem is happening to you. So then you also got to be quick and swift about using your mind to make the right decisions, not get yourself in trouble in an event where you are a responsible CCW carry holder, right? CCW carry holder. Concealed carry weapons holder. You also got to know when the right time is to use that specific tool to defend yourself or your family, because you don't want to break any laws. So you got to think about that ahead of time. You want to practice, you want to prepare, you want to put yourself in stressful situations so that way you can understand how to get out of it. So train, right? If you are going to be carrying responsibly, you got to train. When you're out with your family, practice scanning your surroundings. So I guess we're going into quick tips here. You got to have your eyes up and ears open at all times. Have your head up, put your phone down. I'm guilty of this too. But put your phone down, especially in high traffic areas and situations, because you really want to be able to scan your surroundings and identify an X. Identify if there is a bad situation that's going to happen, or be able to make that smart decision to avoid any unnecessary or unwanted danger that can come across your way or your family's way. But that essentially is the podcast topic for today's episode. As always, there's a recurring segment, and that is what's in the truck today. And that is a pen. So this one right here is a pen by Tactile Turn. It's their bolt action pen. Pens are good for situations where, let's say you witness an accident that happened in your parking lot, and it may have been a hit and run, and you want to use this pen to write a note on that person's windshield of the license plate that you were able to capture and jot down. In situations where maybe you're at a drive-thru and you're ordering something and you got to sign something while you're at the drive-thru, a pen is good for you. Or maybe you're about to enter a non-permissive environment where you can't carry any type of weapons. This pen is built out of titanium. It's strong, it's rugged, it feels really good in hand, and in most cases, you're going to be able to get into non-permissive environments with a pen. In a situation where you have to use this thing as a self-defense tool, well, you have something. So that's why pens like this are also handy. I'll make sure I link this specific pen in the description down below. If this looks a little odd to you, that's because this is a left-handed bolt action pen. Yes, I'm a lefty, and I like the bolt mechanism to be on the other side of the clip, so that way it's not rubbing on my fingers when I'm using this specific pen. But that's it for this episode, guys, of Not Another EDC Podcast. Share this video with a buddy who carries. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you are already subscribed, thank you. If you found value in this video, I'd like to see you guys here again. But as always, fire down in the comments below with what your thoughts are on situational awareness and mindset. I'd love to hear any topics that you'd like me to discuss on these podcasts. My name is Mikey Messina. This is MikeyDailyCarry on Not Another EDC Podcast. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Welcome back.